Hi there, Elizabeth.
Yes?
I'm John Perdue.
Hello?
Want to be your next governor?
You do?
Yes, I'm working hard for you.
Well,
Big John, they call me.
I want to know you're working hard for labor.
I'm working hard for labor too, but I'm working for the working men and women in this state for 30 years.
All right, well, believe me.
I appreciate your
You do
support.
a good job,
Yes.
and
I've done a
you'll
great
have
job
my
as your
vote.
treasurer, and I will take care of your money when I become your governor. Now, when did you teach here?
I started in 1974 and retired a couple years ago.
Well, I wish you luck.
I appreciate that.
I don't know if you can do what you say you can do. Maybe you can.
Yes, I can. I wouldn't put it up on TV if I could. 1983, we put a moratorium on the high utility rate.
May 14th in the Democratic primary. I think a lot of people are looking for who's going to be the best candidate. I can assure you this. Again, one is John will listen. He'll be like Bob Wise. He'll know where we're at up here. He'll understand. He understands today the Northern Panhandle. He shows up in the Northern Panhandle like he does today. So with that, I'll turn it over to, hopefully, and I think, the next governor of the state of West Virginia, John Perdue.
What you do with the governor, you're the leader of the state, you got to bring the people together and say, we're going to stay here until we solve the problem. We got all the partners at the table. We're going to stay here until we come to agreement and we solve the problem. That's what should have been done with Marcellus Shale. They said we're so close. They said we could solve that immediately. Well, then why didn't we just stay there another week? Same thing with the OPEB. They said we're just that close to solving the OPEB problem. Well, then why don't we stay there and solve the problem? And it's the same thing with the utility rate hikes in this state. You realize all the governor has to do is sign an executive order. He can do it today and say, I'm putting a moratorium on utility rate hikes until we get our arms around it and see what the real issues are in this state. You know, the AEP president told me, sent me a letter and said, we're all in this together. And if you've been seeing commercials down where I live, they're running commercials saying we all have to be in this together. It is a serious problem. I agree, it is a serious problem. But we're not all in this together. In 2008, $1.1 billion problem. 2009, $1.3 billion problem. 2010, another $1.7 billion problem. All adding up to $3.8 billion. 2009, 2008, AEP CEO made $7 million. That's his package, $7 million. Well, they came to the Public Service Commission. They got 3 rate increases in 1 year. 3 rate increases in 1 year. His package went from $7 million to $9.7 million. I don't think all of us is in this together. It costs a lot to run a business called education. And it's a business. The state's a business. And that's what I said, you have to run a budget just like you run a budget at home. But we have to decide what our priorities are. I will say one of the priorities in my administration will be education, because that's what changes a child's life. That's what will make them what they are. If our kids are going to compete in this world economy, we have to go to year-round schools. Now we can go to quarters, because too many kids they fall too far behind during the summer months. And the teachers had to spend the next 46 weeks to catch the kids up.
I worked with John Perdue in the governor's office. But John Perdue was a vital part of Governor King's staff. He knows government. He knows how to work with our leaders in Congress and the U.S. Senate. He has a good working relationship with our senators and our delegates. Look at what John has done as your treasurer. He has returned not thousands, but millions of dollars back to the taxpayers that was laying dormant down there in bank accounts that belong to the people of West Virginia. They have that money today because John Perdue gave it back to them.